You can kind of get lost in it though if you don't. I'm sure other things.
All right. Anyway, this is Jackie with Inthekeyofchange.com. I'm here with the lovely Juliet Simms.
Oh, you're lovely.
Oh, you're lovely too.
Stop.
Sorry, that was super funny before when you got the entire crowd to meow.
Yeah.
That's pretty talented.
Thank you. I mean, that's really what I do is I just get on stage and I just get people to do things. That's what I do. I don't really know how to sing or anything. I just get up and make people.
That's not true. No, that's not true. You've had a pretty busy 2012. 2013 is set to be, I'm sure, busier and crazier. So what are sort of I don't want to get ahead of myself. Now you had sort of international and national exposure through The Voice. Were you nervous before starting sort of a reality contest-based TV show?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it was territory that I'd never been exposed to before. You know, TV show and the voting and having to learn so many songs each week and competition, and it was something that I never would have guessed I'd do. In fact, when the opportunity presented itself, I was very apprehensive to do it until I saw the first season, and I really saw that it was quite honest, and it was singers that had been trying to make it in the industry for years and years and years, and it wasn't like overnight people that it wasn't people that were like woke up one day and they're like, I think I'm gonna try singing. It was people that have toured, have had records, and had been signed, and it seemed like a good move at the time. I had just written an acoustic album with my band Automatic Love Letter, which is essentially, it was just me, the band, and I didn't really know what the next step was. I was a free agent, and I'd been thinking about going solo anyways, so I thought it was a good beginning for going solo.
And as you mentioned, you're a free agent. People don't know you were sort of indirectly affected by the tsunami in Japan. Is that true?
Yeah. When my record Truth... Babe, you can just... Don't worry. It's fine. It's all good. When my record was supposed to come out in Japan in a really big way, I had just been out there shooting a music video, doing so much press and promotion for Truth or Dare, and the week that it was supposed to be released and everything was supposed to go out, unfortunately the tsunami hit, and that didn't happen really, so I can't be upset about it because the tsunami was more tragic than me not being able to put out my album.
Of course, but and in retrospect, everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason, and it all worked out in the end.
And on The Voice, you chose to work with CeeLo Green, which was, I think, a pretty interesting decision, listening to sort of your previous work, but I'm sure you had a method to your madness. Are you still working with him, and in what aspect?
CeeLo, actually, yes, I am still working with him. He and the folks at Primary Wave are, it's a co-management deal. So I'm being managed by Primary, and CeeLo's managing me with them.
Very cool. He's a talented guy, so I think you chose the right person.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I did.
So your single for Wild Child recently came out. So are the plans to release an EP or an LP soon, and if so, when?
Right now, we're just focused on the single, Wild Child, which just got released. And actually, last week in Los Angeles, I filmed the music video for it, which will be coming out very soon. And in the interim, in the meantime, I'm in the studio writing and recording for the LP. There's not a set date yet because we are focused on the single and touring and writing and just making sure the album's not half-assed and just thrown together.
Do you feel any pressure considering that like American Idol, there were a few really big acts that came out of that show, and then some not so big acts. Is there a certain pressure that you feel after getting all that recognition?
No, I mean, I used to feel that pressure, like before pre-Voice. I had previous record deals, and that pressure was there to like make an album that they're telling me that I should make and all. But now that I've experienced the world of labels for so many years and touring and knowing the ins and outs of it, I kind of understand like the system. I know how it works. I also, on the show, I got to really present myself in the fashion in the way that I wanted to, and stylistically. And that's what worked so well with America or whoever was watching and voting. And so, this time around, it's kind of like I know who I am as an artist. I know what people want to hear, which happens to be my favorite kind of music. So it's actually doesn't feel like there's pressure. It just feels more of like, I don't know, just understanding and of what's needed and wanted.
So are you officially a solo artist now, or are you doing away with the Automatic Love Letter marker?
No, Automatic Love Letter is just on hiatus. It's just on a pause, I was on the show as Juliet Simms, and I'm going to give that a shot for a little bit.
And Tommy as your cheerleader.
Yes, Tommy. Tommy is yes, for sure.
Very cool. Tell me about Never Take It Off and that jewelry line. How'd you get into that?
Never Take It Off was started early 2011. I actually came up with the concept. It started as a family business, but I came up with the concept of the bracelet because of the first song on the album I was releasing, an album called The Kids Will Take Their Monsters On, which is the acoustic album. And the first song is called Never Take It Off. And I was thinking, I was trying to come up with, cool merch ideas, something that would be, I was trying to think of how can I spread hope? How can I, tie this in? And, it just, kind of one day me and my sister were just kind of, bouncing ideas off of each other, and my mom was there, and it was just we came up with this idea. We're we could come up with these vows and promises that kids can make for themselves, and you tie a bracelet on, and it's kind of like a friendship bracelet for yourself or for, your hopes and dreams, whatever. And so that's how it first started, was to, bring these bracelets. I actually had made 1,000 of them personally before Warped Tour. Yeah, my freaking fingers were in so much pain. And, so I sold them on Warped Tour, and then they just started becoming, the kids started demanding them online and in different countries, and then it just grew bigger and bigger and bigger, and, it just is starting to bubble into this, jewelry line, and it just, happened naturally and without really that much effort, and so that's how this Never Take It Off started.
So who's making the bracelets now? Little elves in the Sims
house.
Yeah,
little elves, exactly. That's actually what we call them, our little elves. No, they're, all the bracelets are made back in Florida. And I was just there, and I actually made a bunch and did a whole thing for Valentine's Day where I signed cards and kissed them, and then my lips were hurting me.
You like to find things that sound like a great idea, but end up being a lot of pain for yourself.
Very, very painful. This is all done for you guys. Pain. I hope you're happy. Just kidding.
Something else you're doing for fans is Closets for Causes. How did you get involved with them?
Closets for Causes actually approached me and Andy Biersack, my boyfriend, about what they do is they come out and they come to your house and they clean out your closet with you, and they do celebrities' closets and clean them out, and then you get to pick a charity of your choosing. And we actually took it a step further and did a photo shoot with them wearing the clothes. And actually, the site went, the auction went live today, and they auction off your clothes, and the proceeds go to a charity of your choosing. I chose Rescue for Big Cats, Big Cat Rescue, and Andy chose Running Wild in the Night.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. So, Juliet is always working for you guys, clearly. I mean, at least that wasn't physically taxing, I hope. I mean, the photo shoot looked kind of fun.
It was really fun, but it was freezing. Like, they would be like, okay, we're going to start taking pictures. And we would, like, have to, like, be like, okay. And then they'd stop and we'd be like, oh my God. It was so freezing. So that was painful.
You live a really tough life, Juliet.
Painful existence.
Well, as you said, the video for Wild Child's coming out soon, but you don't know when. You won't reveal it to us.
No, actually, in the next couple of weeks, it's coming out.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's really awesome. It's something that no one's really doing right now, as far as like, as far the concept, and then also like visually. It's very cool. It's very 90s.
Oh, nice. Yeah. The older person gets excited. So speaking of being older, what are the benefits of making a music video in 2013?
The benefits? I mean, I guess the benefits are, as opposed to like 10 years ago, is that more exposure because of the interweb. A lot more people can see the music videos than they could, a decade back.
A decade back, you could watch them on television.
Exactly. I was just going to say that it's actually unfortunate. The thing that is unfortunate about making a music video in 2013 is that it's not going to be on TRL. I know. Woo.
But you had your Carson Daly moment. You're good.
I know, Carson.
You're good. So what's up next for you?
Well, right now I'm doing this tour of Second Serenade, and let's see, it ends in LA early April. I am then in the studio and writing and recording, getting the band together, and I'm doing a little bit of a stint on Warped Tour this summer. Yay! And yeah, just keep touring, keep writing, keep recording this year, and get the album together.
Looking for big things, so stay tuned for more from Juliet Simms in 2013. Awesome. This is Jackie with Inthekeyofchange.com.